As men, one of our number one drivers in this life is our purpose. But if you're a high achieving, high performing man, such as an athlete, or you're a first responder, maybe you're a veteran or in the military, we have our mission, we have our purpose. But then one day we get out and what are we? We're nothing. Or maybe you were so used to being a part of a team or being a part of something, and then one day you're just lost. Or maybe you're still doing those things, but you feel deep down inside that there's just something out there. There's a tug on your heart where you're like, I'm built for so much more, but I have no idea what it is. If that's you, this video is for you, because I'm going to talk to you guys about how do you find your authentic purpose here in this lifetime. Where do you start? How do you find purpose? How do you go from having nothing to everything? The truth is, in order to be found, in order to find your purpose, you must first get lost. So the fact that you're confused right now, you have no idea what you're doing, or you're not happy with where you are in life right now, you're not happy with your job, your business, whatever, and you know that there's more to life, you're just questioning a lot of things, that is the first step to finding your purpose, my friend. In order to be found, you must first be lost. All great men, they face this transition. It's tough. You go from having a structured life where you are someone, you have pretty good status, and then one day you're just like, I feel like I'm doing the wrong thing. I feel like I'm in the wrong place. I feel like I don't know who I am or what I am, or I don't know where I'm going in life. But today in this video, I'm gonna guide you on how to go from feeling lost and purposeless to finding the steps necessary in order to find your purpose. It may not be the big purpose that you want, but I guarantee that you will be one step closer to finding your purpose. Remember, purpose is all about the journey, not the destination. Each step is going to be revealed as you take the next steps. And I'm here to guide you in order to remember who you are. Remember what your soul's purpose is here on this earth. What is that big calling that you feel that nudge on your heart for? I got you. As a veteran or as a high achieving man, you have your mission and it is set, and maybe you've been doing it for 4 years. Maybe you've been doing it for 8 years or 20 years or however long. That's who you are. And then one day you get tired of it. It's time to get out. It's time to retire. And then you're like, I am now nothing. The chapter of your life where it's structure and purpose driven is now over. How do I find my purpose now? It's a really difficult situation because you feel like you lost who you are because we've associated ourselves with our mission for so long. That was part of our identity, but now it's time to shed that old identity away and start unraveling through the traumas and the limiting beliefs and the programs that have been programmed into us. You got to clean through and sort out the trash in order to find out who we actually are deep down at a soul level. But in order to remember who you are, you got to strip yourself of that. You can no longer identify as your past. Executions of missions and valid accomplishments, but it is not who you are. Your soul has come here to this earth in this lifetime to fulfill a very specific mission. And those of you watching, you have that warrior mindset. You have that feeling, that inner gut feeling of, I am made for something so much bigger in this lifetime. Maybe it's bigger than the military. A lot of people, they join the military or they do these high demanding jobs because they want to be a part of something bigger. But I'm here to tell you, your mission is way bigger than you can even imagine. So keep listening. Your true essence is your soul. When you come to earth and you fill up this meat suit, we are then programmed biologically, psychologically, genetically. We are programmed to be someone specific. But as we go through our life, we're traumatized, we're programmed through the military and external beliefs and systems and external programs based off of societal culture and based off of the societal beliefs. We then identify ourselves based off of those external things. But what we need to do is get back to our roots of understanding who are we before any of those programs even started. Who are we if we cut out all of our traumas, all of our program beliefs and thoughts through the intense trainings that we have, through our childhood, through our ancestors? Who are we at a soul level? And ask yourself that question, who am I at a soul level? What are my values? What are my core beliefs? What are my beliefs? Not honor, courage, commitment, because that's the Marine Corps' beliefs or value system. I am a Marine, but before that, I am Aiden Corcoran. I am a soul that has its own beliefs and its own value system. So ask yourself the question, before any of this life happened, what are my true values? I value freedom, authenticity, communication. Definitely not things from the Marine Corps. Definitely not honor, courage, commitment. What the fuck, you traitor? What are your values? Write them down. Write down like 3 to 5. And I'd love for you guys to comment down below and let me know what your real soul values are, not your real veteran or predetermined or programmed values are. What are your soul values? Grab a journal, then list some of your strengths. What do people rely on you for? What are you really, really good at that people know you for? What is something that you can do right now that you are beyond confident? Are you a great leader? Are you a great problem solver? Are you just great at listening to people? What are you good at, man? A lot of veterans, they get out of the military or first responders or high performing men, they get out of their field because they're tired of it. Their body can't take it, or it's just time to move on. A lot of them get into fitness. A lot of them get into some kind of coaching, or they get into something that they're familiar with, that they're comfortable with. But let's take it a step deeper. What do you love? What do you enjoy doing? Write those down too. The power of visualization is so powerful. It is literally what creates our future. Because if you can think it, you can do it. And I always tell people to dream in HD. Because if you're just dreaming of being like a regular fitness coach or a regular bodybuilder or just a regular lifter or just a regular dude, you're going to be that regular dude and you're probably not going to be fulfilled because you're not acting based off of your values, your morals, and your truest soul's capacity. So without being influenced by other people and what the big theme is, like a lot of people are fitness coaches or motivational speakers. No, ask yourself, dream in HD, use your imagination on this. If money wasn't a thing, what would you do? If money wasn't a thing, what would you do? Pause this video, comment down below, journal, and then come back. Or keep watching this video and then go back and journal about it. I'm telling you, this is the question that helps everyone. If money wasn't a thing, what would you do? This vision, this goal, it should feel exciting. It should feel really good. Don't be like, I just want to make a lot of money. What do you want? Do you want to be this well-known speaker? Do you want to be the best dad in the world? Do you want to just be this real grounded man that lives his everyday life? Do you just want to be a good role model? Like, who do you want to be? Do you want to have a true impact on society? What would you do if you couldn't fail? That's another great question. What would you do if you couldn't fail? And then ask yourself, why am I not doing it right now? Write down the thoughts, write down the beliefs. I don't have enough money to start. I don't have enough funds. No one believes in me. It's scary. I don't know if I can do it. I lack belief within myself. Get brutally honest with yourself. This is where personal accountability really comes in. You have to be brutally honest. Write down the obstacles because you can't get past the obstacles. You don't know what the obstacles are that you're trying to get past. And then just set baby goals. Maybe it's, I'm gonna be really cliche, but maybe it is to be a fitness guy right now, but maybe you wanna teach mindset or something, right? Maybe you can take people on these really difficult adventures and like teach them, like maybe do survival courses where it teaches people not to rely on food and water and everyday resources, to like really test the limits of the human mind. What are you doing? You're out in nature. You love being out in nature. You're connected to nature. You're helping other people. There's so many different ways to add value to life. So what is the value that you would want to give to other people? And I tell you guys, if money wasn't a thing, because when you're passionate about something and you're really freaking good at it, the money's going to come. The universe is going to support you no matter what, because you're providing value into society. You're providing value into humanity. Now, over time, journal this out, get as in depth as possible, and then just start coming up with your goals. Break it down into tangible steps. Start with a big vision and then just reverse engineer it. Maybe do a 10-year goal, 5-year goal, 1-year goal, 3-month goal, 1-month goal, 1-week goal, 1-day goal. Like, what do you have to do every single day in order to get to your next milestone? I'll create another video later on setting goals, because that's going to be very, very important for you as well. But if you guys just feel lost, if you're like, man, I have no idea where to start, what to do, where to go, start with self-love. Watch some of my previous videos. Do the things that make you feel good. Connect to nature. Go ride bikes. Go on adventure. Go work on your health. Because when you're loving yourself and you're grounded, you're going to get these spurts of inspiration, this divine connection from the universe, where It's going to be like, hey, go on this adventure. You might meet someone and then you're going to learn more. Like the universe is going to feed you step by step, but you have to do the things that are feeling good and not operating from a place of greed, like robbing a bank or something negative. Make sure you're not committing crimes or anything like that. Make sure you're feeling good in the action steps and trusting in those steps that it's going to lead you to the next step, to the next step, to the next step. Success is truly a journey. Finding your purpose is truly a journey. So when you fall in love with being in the unknown and just taking the next step and being like, ooh, what's that next step? Take that next step and learn from it. It might take you a year to learn from that one step. That's okay. You're learning that much more about you. Have fun with the process. When you do start to feel inspired, the law of alignment, law of inspired action, it's going to feel really good. So that's when you know it's inspired with what your soul wants you to do, what your soul is calling you to do. If it feels bad, think of your emotions as like a compass. If you're feeling bad, you're not in alignment. You're not thinking right first, but you're not in alignment with what you want. If you think about what you want and then you start feeling really, really good about it, go in that direction. That's your body, your soul speaking to you saying, hey, this is in alignment, go this way. But if you're thinking negative all the time and your emotions are feeling really bad, that's telling you, I need to think differently in order to feel differently. And then when I feel good, then I am following my soul's path. Remember, if you're feeling good, that means your thoughts are in alignment. So you should do those actions. And as you continue to execute those actions, you're going to create habits. And those habits, those thoughts, those feelings, you're going to start to take action and you're going to feel really good. And then you're going to start to win. You might get a client, you might get 2 clients, you might have these really big wins. Success builds confidence. Now that you have that confidence, you're building the habit of what your soul wants you to build based off of your soul's true essence. So they're aligned habits with your soul. Now you start taking more action and more action. You build more and more and more confidence. And it becomes a part of who you are. Then you find yourself being in this successful business or this successful endeavor that feels amazing and it's in alignment with your soul because you feel good while you're doing it. Remember, while you're feeling good doing it, that's how you know you're in alignment. Don't focus on the how, focus on feeling good, and the how is going to present itself. And it's going to feel so good that you're going to want to take action on that step towards your success, towards your purpose. And yes, there's going to be a lot of resistance, especially at first. Remind yourself, what is my why? And write down your why. Why do you want this? Why is this so important? Because when things get tough, when fear sets in, when you start failing, when all these obstacles start happening, the world feels like it's against you, you're going to need something to come back to emotionally charge you up in order to push you forward. And that's why remembering that your why is going to be so important. One of the number one dream killers is trying to focus too much on the how. Focus on feeling good. Do the things that make you feel good. And don't try to think 10 steps ahead. Focus on the next step. Because when you're trying to figure out the how or you're trying to figure out the next 10 steps, you are doubting, you are creating fear. Thus, you're sending out counter intentions to the universe saying, I'm not worthy, I'm not good enough, I really don't care. And it's going to reconfirm that and it's going to show up in your reality, making you finding your purpose and living your life of destiny much more difficult because you're creating all these contradicting, counteracting thoughts and beliefs. Focus on being present. Don't focus on the how. Enjoy every moment and enjoy the journey. Don't live in fear. I hope you guys took something from this video today. If you did find a little bit of direction, please comment down below. Let me know what has been the most helpful, beneficial part of this video. I look to create more videos like this, provide more value to you guys to help transition into the most empowered version of yourself. Let's call it that. So if you like this video, please like it, share it with your homies, especially the homies that might be feeling lost. Let's get a bunch of guys together, empowered men together, and build this community of warriors. And just share it with guys that you think might be suited to be a part of this community. Maybe they can benefit from some of these videos. And of course, don't forget to subscribe and join the community. I love you guys so much. Until next time, peace and love, brother.